Crazy endings are an important part of the reading experience. Something we all love to experience, love it or hate it. Whether a book makes you feel like this, jeez, or it makes you feel like this, son of a. Either way, it's part of the deal, and that's what we're going to talk about today, Beasties. What's up, Beasties? It's Triple B, your friendly neighborhood bearded book beast. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to a very special video. I'm going to have some fun hanging out with you today, Beasties. We're going to be talking about 10 of my favorites, not quite the word, but 10 crazy endings to fantasy books that knocked me off my feet, possibly by ripping out my heart, maybe kicking me in the nuts, or just being super memorable and wild and crazy. And that's what we're going to talk that's what we're going to talk about today. And I can't wait to do it with you. So make sure that you leave me a comment and let me know some of your favorite crazy endings. But no spoilers. Keep the comment section spoiler free, as I will keep this video. But I love a good crazy ending, so I would appreciate the book recs, my beasties. So without further ado, let's get into 10 of my favorite wild endings in fantasy books. All right, first up, I've got which I think is the only indie book on this list, and that is Andrew Watson's Harbinger of Justice. This book was magnifique. I'm going to put my little book holder here for the hardcover ones that aren't hardcover in here. Can't talk. Anyway, this book was fantastic. Loved it. Awesome ride. And the ending was just so good. So many mixes of action, adventure, terrifying, fast-paced, and then some things happen with characters you've been following, and it's just a gut punch, and oh, so good. So just a wild, adrenaline-fueled race to the finish, and some just wild things happen. So this is definitely an awesome ending. Next up, the ending to Justice of Kings, which this whole book, I loved the eerie feeling you just had all the time, just with this cosmic horror feel to it, and this vibe where you just felt like something bad was going to happen. And then the ending was just a tearjerker. Some sad stuff happens to both of the characters that you're following. And it's just, and I mean, there's a point where you're like, oh my gosh, no one's going to survive this book. Everyone's going to die. And it's just, it's so good. It's so well done, so eerie. Like, that's just the word I keep using, because it's, you just have this feeling of dread the whole time. And the end, it just feels so gritty and real while it's happening. And I loved it. Loved it. Cannot wait to read book 2. Has a wild ending. Next up, one of my favorite books. If you watch my top 10 books of all time, this is one of them, and that's Harbingers by F. Paul Wilson. It is one of my favorite books of all time, but my favorite book in the Repairman Jack series, because it just gets you and it holds on to you, it doesn't let go. And I read this probably, I read this day one it came out. Let's see when it came out. I'm not gonna guess. I'm gonna look at publication date here. Hold your horses. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10th book in the Repairman Jack series. 2006. Yeah, that tracks. So 2006. So I read this 19 years ago. And it still haunts me to this day, beasties. The ending of this is just so freaking sad. And just rips your heart out. And, you're 10 books into a series and you love these characters, and just let me tell you, my boy Jack goes through it in this one. So, another wild ending. Let's talking about different kinds of endings. You can have an ending that's so sad that it just guts you. You can have just a cliffhanger of an ending. And then sometimes you get those plot twists that are like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. And that's what happens in this one. Empire of the Vampire. Love this book and series. Cannot wait for the third book to come out later this year. But man, I love the cast of characters in this. And there's a plot twist that happens, and it's just so rough to read through. And then the decisions that they have to make and what happens, and it's like, oh, you get it, but it still sucks. Oh, man. So good, though. So good. Next up, we have just a crazy into a book and to a trilogy, and I'm talking about The Hero of Ages, the third Mistborn Era 1 book. So good. Love Mistborn. Love the characters, and man, the ending of this was just wild. The battles, what happens to the characters. I did not see any of it coming, and I had to read it twice because I got done with it, and I was like, what just happened? And I had to go back and read it again. Wild ending, for sure. Speaking of wild endings, my next one, Howling Dark. Absolutely love this book. I just finished Demon in White, and it's like neck and neck for which one is my favorite. This series is amazing. Cannot wait to continue on with it. But Howling Dark, the ending of this, if you know, you know. And holy smokes, pretty insane. Pretty awesome. This has a fantastic ending. Now back to the sad. This one is still haunting me. It is the latest full book in the Dresden Files. I'm talking about Battleground. And I did the audio for this one, and I remember I was driving down south on a spring break a couple of years ago. I think it's been now. And man, those audiobooks are fantastic. James Marsden does a fantastic job with these audiobooks. I absolutely love them. And just his raw emotion speaking for Harry in this one. Oh man, it got me, teared me up a little bit. Had to make sure I was safely driving and that I could see, because it was something else, let me tell you. So, if you have not read Dresden Files, or if you read maybe a couple of earlier books and you feel like it lacks like depth and stuff, dude, keep going. Books like this, and the one I almost picked was Changes. That one is insane. Like the whole last third of the book will just blow you away. But endings, yeah, yes. Let's move on. Okay, you want to combine all the things here? Talk about a book that has wild, crazy, fast-paced ending, all sorts of crazy things happening to different POVs, but also sad and plot twists. Storm of Swords from A Song of Ice and Fire. If you know, you know. Oh, there's a bookmark in here. Oh, that's kind of cool. The things that you discover. I mean, I haven't read this in forever. And I actually didn't even read this copy. I got it because I thought it looked cool. It's the illustrated one. Read this a long time ago. So there's just a bookmark in here. Because this is used. I bought it used because it was a great deal. Anyway, that's cool. It says, books are the lives we don't have time to live. Drink good coffee, read good books. I love it. What a good find. Back to talking about this book. If you know, you know. If you know what the Red Wedding is, yeah. But that wasn't the only crazy thing that happened at the end. And then the very end of this book was like, you're already recovering from all these things, and you're like, oh gosh, I'm so distraught. And then all of a sudden, what? So yeah, this one really is just a wild ride to end. My favorite series of all time, as of right now, is First Law. And there's a couple books I could have chosen for this, but I got to go with the most famous ending out of the 9 books, and that is Last Argument of Kings. A lot of people don't like this book, including, I'm going to say it, my good friend, Austin from Two to Ramble. If you haven't watched my live chat with them from yesterday, you need to check it out. It was so fun talking to Austin and Richard. They're fantastic, lovely people, and I can't wait to chat with them again. But the ending of this book, turned Austen off a little bit from First Law. And I get it, because it is quite a pull the rug from underneath you ending. And then it's just like, that's it? No more closure than that? That's it? But don't fret if you got that far. Remember, there's 6 more books. Trust the old bearded book beast here. But this ending is very abrupt and quite a twist. So, wild ending. But here we go. Number 1. This if you're talking about fantasy, sci-fi, sci-fantasy, if you're talking about these genres we love, there's only one book when you're talking about wild twist endings that you cannot stop thinking about. We're talking about Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, Red Rising, book number 2. If you know, you know. Holy smokes, right? Yeah, it's something. It's something. And that's all I'll say. If you read Red Rising and you're like, I kind of liked it, I think it's overhyped, trust me, the series just gets better and better. And if you read through this book all the way and you don't want to continue on, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with you. Craziest ending in a fantasy book I've ever read. So there you go, beasties. There's 10 of the wildest endings in fantasy books that I have read. But you know, I have a lot still to read. So please leave me some recommendations. Let me know some other wild and crazy endings, whether it's a plot twist that you don't see coming, a very abrupt, crazy ending, a terrible ending that you don't like, a cliffhanger that just was wild, or one that gut punches you, kicks you in the nards, and hurts you for a long time. Let me know. All those sound lovely. So anyway, thanks for hanging out, beasties. I hope you enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun making it. I will see you in the next video. And until I do, as I always say, devour your TBRs, be brave, be beautiful to one another, and be beastly. We'll see you.